website www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
Yo, this is Farmer Nappy, and you see the 24th of September, that is this month, Republic Day. Catch me live one-on-one on Iowa Stage. One-on-one on Iowa Stage, 7 p.m. Streaming on Facebook, Neil Iowa George, on YouTube, Iwer TV, and on Instagram at Iowa George. I will be there. You know why? I'm not leaving. That's impossible to do.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwer George, Facebook Neil Iwer George, and YouTube Iwer TV. It's Iwer Stage.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us.
The Street
919 FM.
Damage music.
All in fed up ready dancer. Blah.
Yeah, nah, man. No, so the party nice. Yo, better pass the ice. So much pretty girl around. Show this a Miami vibes. Only got them love, but we don't look for fight. Want a girls around, me rather look for vibes. Can't you buy the pound, ready up me eyes. Just let me zest on the peace now, yeah. I'ma just build me vibes, yeah.
We're back.
Just living my life, yeah. And that's what keep me alive.
5 minutes after the hour of 3 o'clock.
Yeah. And you know, job outside.
Thank you for staying with us.
Drop ready for the 5, yeah. System don't want me survive, but we gon' survive.
The system don't want us survive, but we're gonna survive. Definitely we're gonna survive. Alright, so update just to reliably inform you. I understand that the police is back at the residence in La Joquita in search of the money.
Just let me say some peace now.
We wish them well. But as I said, I have a mark to bust in the 4 o'clock hour, so you need to stay close to your radio. Remember, Grace is the DSS. Stop the fight down. Stop the fight down.
So much pretty girl around. Show this a Miami vibes. Only got them love, but we don't look for fight. Want the girls around, me rather look for vibes.
Tobago, well, Aisha, Trinidad is really not a real place. Because if the police commissioner could do your work yesterday, and before 24 hours, somebody went over the police commissioner head and do the complete opposite, that means, you know, we shouldn't have a police department, a police force in Trinidad and Tobago. All police should just resign right now and just go home and get free money. You understand? Because the boss, the commissioner, who could call a shot on top of the commissioner head? I wonder if it's Rowley. Have a blessed day, Trinidad and Tobago. The PNM boy, right foot, left foot, balize. No corruption at all.
Brooklyn only just like scenes, boy. That is an issue for Gary Griffith to figure out. I'm not getting involved in police work. I am just happy that the money was returned within 24 hours as they took it. Like I said, my stand remained the same yesterday. Gary carried back the money. Well, Gary didn't carry it back. But the money was returned and we're grateful for that. Yeah? I have no comments on that scenario there. That is for the commissioner to work out. Caller, your life.
I sure will.
Yeah.
How you expect black people to liberate themselves when they vote for a short white man to rule the finances? Who ruling the finances are half Iraqi and 4 smart man Indian and 1 half small pin tiny.
What kind of mad thing is this? All right, thanks, yeah. No, actually, as I said, I'm not getting in the politics, yeah? I am not getting in the politics. As far as I'm concerned, young black people are coming together and pooling their resources. My concern now is to safeguard that resource. You all already know the figure. It's bandied about. The world knows it's over 23 million, although the papers is quoting 22. I'll go with the paper figure. $22 million of black people money that needs protecting. And of course, the persons involved in the movement. That's where my aim is going to be. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in the 4 o'clock hour. Because like I tell you, I have a mark to bus. You know, when I bus, I don't miss. So yeah, I have that to do in the 4 o'clock hour. So you see that politics, all they going on with their politics and paying we this wrongs, you know. Well, it don't pay me. So I had to look to other avenues. And like I say, we think walking, and we in that. We not into the smalls. We not in the smalls at all. Keep we away from the smalls.
Aisha, you know what I forget to say? I want to thank you too. Because since yesterday afternoon, before anybody had that call, you jump with that bandwagon. And watch when I get people the zeal to want to go out there, you understand, and look back for that money. So I just want to thank you. You always have voice on the ground. You understand? So thanks again, Aisha.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Like I said, this movement is not going to end up like all the other movements. We fall apart and this one break up and one man take the money and go. And no, it's not that kind of show. This has been working underground for quite some time to get to where it is. It's just we bring the wrong people in the fray and it get loud up. But we are about to go back underground now. Yeah, so I just want to say that. So I want to thank you for that. I'm just happy the money is back. And the police have their work to do in La Hoqueta now, so nobody stop the police from doing their work. Let me take a few calls. Let's go. Caller, you're live. Good afternoon.
Pleasant afternoon to you, dear sister and friend.
Hi, how are you?
Well, happy to be alive. Let's give thanks to God. You see, I'll tell you, unity is strength in diversity. United we bargain, divided we beg. And this is a great opportunity for African people to understand their strength and power and where it lies. And I am saying this evening to all and sundry, and to all my African brothers and sisters, it is time we understand the system is against us. Sister, all over the world, everybody is against African man and woman. And if we don't wake up now to understand, even the politics is not working for us. The banking system, the African community. And I'm saying it's time we really reach to that place and ask ourselves this question. Where do we go from here? Must we continue to fight each other and curse out each other for what? Trinkets? Nothing at all? Call back the radio, you cuss that one, you cuss that one. Oh, give me a break. It is time we stop this pettiness and move on. And I am saying, people, if we did not use this as a catalyst to move forward, this is a prime example to show you that if the African community can unite, what we can do. And I am saying, people, wake up. I call out all the attorneys. I call out policemen, politicians, activists, teachers, regardless to who you are. Let's wake up. Let's ask ourselves, from the time the first slave ship came to Trinidad, this is 2020. Must we continue fighting each other for what? We fighting for what? When we fight politics, we fight for the other races. Let me repeat this, sister. When we call the radio and curse out each other, we're not fighting to save the African community. But what we do, we strengthen the other races. And Tabakit is saying this evening, hate me or love me. Say what you want about me. Vilify me. Dirty my name. But I will always make that clarion call. And as I call from the depth of my womb this evening, I say to my African brothers and sisters, it is time we pause. It is time we stop and ask ourselves one question. From the time of slavery till 2020, whether if we could continue how we're going. We cannot. Come on, people. This is the prime example. I call some names this evening, don't curse me. Dr. Muhammad, Kafo Kambon, William Monroe, Harvey Boris, the likes of all these names. I am saying this coffee shop must stop now. Too much talk. Talk. And nothing is happening. And I am saying, if we did not use yesterday with that financial problem as a catalyst...
Tabakit, yes, let me say this. No disrespect to anybody. But you see, this generation here, my generation, those of us who born in the 1980s and the 1990s, we realize that our problem is we sit down and we depended on the older heads to make a way for us, and they made a way for themselves the best way they know how, and we're grateful for them and that. But we're not sitting down and allowing that to be our situation, and we're not allowing that to be the situation of our offspring and our children. So all the names that you're calling, I'm real grateful for the contribution that they have made to us and to our people, but we're doing we thing. And it's happening.
You're telling me here, I'm so happy I said that.
It's
so
happening.
In other words, what you're saying, there is a new generation. There is a new dispensation led by Sister Aisha Wells.
No, I'm not leading it. Let me make that absolutely clear. I am not leading it.
So what you're saying...
I am saying that there is a movement brewing, and I am a part of it.
So what you're saying, that competency, and I'm hearing this evening, and people as Tabakit take his lead. Do me a favor, please. When we fall back, let us not look for kings in the armor to attack. Sister Aisha, I want to tell you something this afternoon. I want you to take a bow. I want you to go to the class. But what I also want you to do, that DSS, I want you to get your hands, you know you have that round of applause. I want you to find that and give that brother and that movement and these young, brilliant, African, competent men and women who is leading the way. Tabakit is saying, hooray! Hats off to the African community. Mr. Aisha, as you push your hands in the air and you say, hands up, and as you say, like Winnie Mandela, and you say, we are grateful for the elders, but there is a new niche, there is a new market, there is positive going forward and not looking back. United we bargain, divided we beg. Unity is strength. Tabakit is saying, love in the house, welcome to that hour. But sister, I wait for the bombshell. Tabakit out.
Thank you so much, Tabakit. Let me say good afternoon to WPC Maureen and the Yankers on the inside. Yank Nation, how you guys are doing today? Thanks for all the support yesterday on hashtag Gary Carry Back the Money. Gary didn't carry it back, but we get it. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to play some more voice note, read some message. Ashton Legaton says, yes, Aisha, children of the 80s, our generation not sleeping now. We're not. We're not. We're grateful for our elders. You know, I would not disrespect the elders at all. I love the elders. But we have started something, and it has bore fruit in a short space of time. People getting 100,000 payout. I dare anybody to call in today on any day and say that they have been scammed or robbed in this movement. then come forward. The police does not have one single complaint in its possession from DSS. Not one. So I'm just simply saying, we do everything, we do it now. We ain't troubling nobody. It's our money that we've decided that we're going to pool together, and this is what we're going to do, and we're doing it. Imagine persons making $250,000 in 28 days, 40 days, depending on how you invest. And I'm not going to say too much because you never know who's listening, but I'm simply saying, once we continue going the way we're going, we will be the new 1%. And I'm not asking you, I am telling you. There are people that is coming all out to destroy this because it is working and they are seeing the facts of it. I am living proof of it. And then there are others. But like I said, the police is in La Hawkins are now looking for the money, and we are allowing them to do their work. All the best to you officers. Keep up the good work, hard-working officers. Gary, we love you still. But we had to focus on we business. Yeah?
I'm just feeling my vibes, yeah. I'm just living my life, yeah. And this will keep me alive. You're damaged, feeling my vibes, yeah. And you know job on my side, yeah. Just wish I could, yeah. System don't want me survive, but we gon' survive, yeah. So we live the life we love, and yeah, we love the life we live. So we not get away, them haters not give. Money at the mission, not the competition, best believe, never see.
First, I must say thanks that the people get back the money, right? And what happened is, what I think, if I'm more in the motor beside the persons, other people, a lot of big people involved in that up there. So probably that is why all the money went right back in the space of less than 24 hours. But all I have to say is, I thank God that the people get back the money, because it would have been unfair for people to lose the money just so. Showers, you dealing with a mad man. That man mad. Since I listened to this radio station, that is what I could come up with. Oh good. You gotta get this man, he have a real tabanka boy, with this PNM government boy. Everything going is PNM. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
3420081 771-1791 4665-391. Caller, you're live.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If you are like to listen to your program, oh my gosh. That's very funny. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's so good. They want to especially, what's in that, brother? I feel like going in couple, as well as 50. But that leap from that few days to then, I mean, plenty of the inventions in the world is black people invented. Plenty of the things that we use in our computer, cell phone, microchips, that we discovered. I am so impressed. Unity, boy. Strength and unity as this, what's the name? Just say it, guys, the whole team, boy, and God bless our brother, baby. I don't want our brother.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Aisha. Gary Griffith must be feeling like a total failure right now. Imagine that was a big topic on Beyond the Tape yesterday. Whole show they talk about that money scene. Son, and today is a different story. The money return. I'll be feeling real foolish right now. Total disappointment that Gary Griffith guy. Good afternoon, Aisha. Every time I look at Gary Griffith, I just feel embarrassed for the man. Imagine that was a hot topic on Beyond the Tape yesterday. These two idle men on Beyond the Tape talk about that whole show, like if they had nothing to show. And today's a different story. What they go see today? The money return, that will be the topic today. Waste our time.
That is something for Gary to deal with. Gary's the head of the police service and nobody's stopping Gary Griffith from doing his job as commissioner. I'm sure he's going to get to the bottom of it and he's going to deal with that situation, and we wish the police well. But that is not our concern this evening. All the best to the police.
I shall get there. Great is the SS. I don't know what madness Mr. Kingsley coming to talk about today. Better he go and sleep, dream, and come back and talk.
Good afternoon, Aisha Wells. Great is the DSS. I want to big up all Yankers on the live all over the world. Kevon, Yank Boss, we love you. Gary, Yankers told you was to carry back DSS money, people money. Don't make we continue to war you, Gary. Leave the people them money alone. Big up all Yankers. Cartel.
Good afternoon, Aisha Tobago in the house here. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh God, Kingsley, oh God, Kingsley. Aisha thought he said he was staying off at the program. Where he come out from? But Aisha, we want to ask him the word on the ground with Devant Mirage. We're going wrong and putting up all the posters and them. Thank you, Kamala, but we want you to vacate. Why he ain't talking about? Let me know something about that now. Manos y manos. That is what we want to hear about. So don't come on the program and want to come and ball about PNM and susu and susu. You understand? PNM could show where we get our money from. PNM could show where we get our money from. Kingsley. Cry, baby. You understand? So Tobago in the house, locked on and listening.
All right, so Crystal Babwa on the Facebook Live is saying she heard the police went back to the residence. Yes, Crystal Babwa, I have information that the police is at the residence doing their work right now, and we wish the police well.
Aisha Wells, good evening again. Money, the man up to now cannot tell me how, and again, we might realize to see the outcome that a whole heap of police get arrested with this, because there is no way a man having $2 million in the house and he has some kind of protection. So we wait, because I don't think this done. That shows that there is some level of corruption in the police force, because if the commissioner of police could tell me this action take place and he don't know, and the FIU was to be involved. Come on, Aisha, man. Why? What we encourage it? If we were so bright, we could have taken pull with $2 million together and buy shares in Unit Trust. But instead of we give our man money and here we still insure. So all them people who invest their money, then the man should have people line up outside the house this evening giving them back. They wake up now, man. Aisha, you know, you sound like you is one of the shareholders in this thing. The way you back in this thing, seems that you have some kind of benefits to gain from, to arrive from this venture. Because I can't see a normal human being. I could remember, what was the man with Alan Stanford? I think I tell small man that a while ago. And there was murder of. Come on, man, people. They wake up, man, Miss Wells. You encouraging black people in this garbage. Money don't have sex and make money. To make money, or they take your money and invest it into something. But that man buy 10 Big Maxi and put it on the road, so we getting back. Come now, man, Aisha, I think you have a little better common sense than that to talk this heap of garbage this evening, man. To encourage this piece of rubbish. How much percentage of the business you have invested? How much have you invested in that? Seems that you sound like you have something to benefit from this, the way you defend this. Enjoy your evening again.
And you sounding like you have something to benefit from it failing, Barataria. Why are you and others like you of the opinion that black people cannot have $23 million? It's not $2 million. So your figures was off. It's $23 million. And I don't know why people like you figure that black people can't hold that kind of money. Like it's beyond your comprehension to believe that we could pool that kind of money together and we can have this kind of organization running for months without any hiccup. It sounds like you have something to benefit from it failing. You wondering what I benefiting from gaining from it? Were you benefiting from it failing? And then again, as I say, I have to love the elders, but sometimes some of all you're just so closed-minded in your thinking. And that's why this had to move without the elders. Because the elders cannot comprehend this kind of organization working and profiting. The reason why the police probably had to let the thing go is because they found nothing wrong with it. You ain't study that? Probably the reason why the police allowed it to go is because they found nothing wrong with it. I don't know why it's not a police that will carry on police investigations. But I'm simply saying, this has been in a movement underground for some time, and I think they need to go back underground. Don't tell people how to invest the money. People have been doing what they're doing and they seeing the way from it. Allow them, let them go. The same way you questioning what I have to benefit, I questioning what you have to benefit from it feeling. This is our people and this is their money. Get off the back, Barataria. Stop making it your campaign to destroy this. If you don't understand, then say you don't understand. If you don't want to be a part, then say I don't want to be a part. But it's okay to just don't be a part. You don't have to tear it down. That is the problem as a people. We just tear it down. We just tear down one another. So you're not a part of it, so I want to mash it up. Come now, man. Stop destroying the black man thing now. You like to talk black talk and black talk and black talk. Had this been going on in any other community, you know what they would have been doing? They'd have been protecting it. But because the elders not a part of it in this community, you're fighting it. The same way you questioning what I had to benefit from it, I questioning what you had to benefit from it feeling. So we had two questions to answer. Answer yours and I go answer mine.
Aisha, I had to send back a next voicemail. Tabakit, you see with all that talking, you know, that ain't helping right now. The police department is corrupted. That's what we're looking at. And we had to look at a corrupted police department will cause problems for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. This is bigger than the Susu. This is bigger than La Hoqueta. This is something where we should be really focusing on. The police department don't even care about the commissioner. And that is a slap in the commissioner's face. He's looking like a puppet right now. That is what we had to talk about.
I go back to the phone lines. Caller, you live.
Yes, good afternoon, my sister Aisha.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm listening to it. Yesterday, caller called before this one here. I find every time I hear you talk, I always hear like he ought to pull down the African man.
His name is Barataria. Call him by his name.
Yeah, Barataria, yeah. He always intends to pull him. It mustn't be that way. And it's not about race. If you have an organization telling you that no other race could come into that organization, and you tell me if that is not discrimination. Tell me. You tell me. And why they don't go around the Chinese, every corner have two, three, are these like machines. How much millions them have in their place? How much millions they have in their place? African must have millions, you know. African must win $100, $200, and then they're good. You understand? We alone must keep up to the law. Everybody else could break the law and get rich. I tell you, Dr. William run this country for much years. And what house Dr. William live? What money Dr. William keep? The people now come in 4 years, 5 years, and they build mansion, millions of dollars missing. This is the thing we have to talk about. Millions of dollars missing. The police wouldn't go behind that. Like millions missing, you know. $500 million from the treasury cannot be accounted for. You understand? It's good for them to have it. Easy to be African. The police are done holy already. They don't pick him up already. You have a blessed day.
Oh yeah, you was wrong to try to involve Aisha, to try to make Aisha look like she had fault in some way, how or the other. But anyway, I understand what you're saying, but you're saying it the wrong way, right? Because there's a bigger picture in this whole thing. There's a bigger picture. It's not even about the 22 million. It's not even about the Susu. It's not even about black people trying to do the same thing. It's a bigger problem in this whole thing. And that's the police system. The police system, who is supposed to be there to protect, serve, and should not have that type of high level of corruption. That is the bigger picture. You understand? I am happy these people get their money back. But the whole But yeah, in this whole thing, it shows that we cannot trust the police system.
Auntie Aisha, good afternoon to you. All I can say, I was born in the 80s as well, right? 1980 somebody, right? But I will tell you flat out, the police service has a big rat, and unfortunately, our police commissioner, who's supposed to be the big Tom, that rat is undermining the Tom big time, right? There's something really suspicious there, right? Because I can't understand how big and bold the news say, okay, X amount of money was found, blah blah blah, by this place in La Hoqueta, and then bam, within a few hours, it's returned to the owner. Come on, people. Something really fishy in this place. And here what? We ain't getting answers. You're going to see that it's going to go under the carpet and remain right there. Have a good one.
All right, let's see who's on the outside. Caller, you live.
Good day, Aisha.
Good day to you.
Now, looking at this from my point of view is, the police went and arrest the gentleman because they say he's not supposed to have that amount of money or whatever the case is. But let me tell you something. You know how much of those police officers, it may not be them who went, but they have a lot of them who invest their money there.
Caller, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, I'm hearing you.
A lot of them invested their money there. If you to really do a check to see how much of them, now at the end of the day, how I look at this is, COVID passed, a lot of people lose their jobs, right? Money scarce right now, right? After the budget read on the 5th of October, nobody knows what coming, what to expect, what cutbacks, what we're going to get. So people still have to live. So people not doing anything wrong, they're just trying to get a better system in place to have a more comfortable life. You understand? But people like Gary and Alexander, because he was there talking he rubbish yesterday on the TV. All of them, but all their money tall. They don't have no worries. Yes, I want them lie down to sit and sit comfortable because they know where the next meal coming from and everything else. But everybody looking for a better. So what Alexander said yesterday about how black people or poor people had to find a better way to invest their money. Well, make some suggestions. Make some suggestions. Tell us how to do it. You understand? No. It's all good when black people, you hold them because they went and rob and thief, because they don't have, for whatever reason it might be. But when you're trying to do something to make yourself comfortable or elevate yourself, it's always something wrong. You understand? But they have to give the gentleman back his money because he did not do anything wrong. But the main idea that they went and do that yesterday and put it on the news, they're trying to put a picture in people's head that don't invest your money there. You're doing something wrong. They're trying to create a tactic in the head to say, well, something wrong with that and don't put your money there. Because Gandhi was saying yesterday, how what? When you invest your money and next in the comments, when you invest your money and you're seeing and what you're coming to the police to make a report that you lose your money, did anybody come to say that they lose their money? Nobody's gonna come and make a report. I mean to say might have other schemes that people went in and they lose their money, but the gentleman, nobody came and make a report. So it's just a scare tactic that trying to put in people's head. So if you're thinking about investing, change your mind one time.
Yeah, but nobody ain't asking nobody to invest too, you know. The thing going as good as it is without any involvement of any new members. So it's not about luring people in it. The people who in it, they reinvesting and they re-gifting and it moving.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's for people who might be thinking about it, but the mind kind of wavering. When they see that what they saw yesterday, it's for them to change their mind.
They're free to. That's their right. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
Afternoon, Aisha. My problem is, I don't have a problem with how the DSS run or however they make the money, that's on them. My problem is my people, why? Because we go fight, we go quarrel, we go take and we go ball along the 1% and the Chinese and this and that. And I honestly believe the 1% they say fighters down, you know. Because they know when they collect your big money, you come in right by them and spend it. You understand? You come in right by them and spend it. You come in right by them and buy the cars. Buy food stuff from right by them. How much of us does actually wake up, well, on a month when we get paid and we sit down, the first thought is, let me see a black grocery, let me go and support a black brother business. You understand? Let me put my money by the black man, and we all going on about choices, and yeah, we have choices, and it's our choice, and this and that. You know what? The 1%, the Syrian Lebanese community, all of these people, they had choices too, but their choice is never to support you. You understand? You is always the last choice to them. Last choice. But when you have money, you're their first choice. Have money, look for some black business to support, and keep the money within the black community. That's the only way black people could pull themselves out of poverty.
Well said, caller. And the thing about it is, let me go as far as tell you this. I'll say this. You see that same idea you have here is the same idea that everyone's sharing at the moment. The problem we had is that there was no collateral to do that. Because when you go to the financial institutions, they're telling you that you cannot get this loan and they can't give you that loan, and you have to come back with this and you have to come back with that, and if they do give you a loan, it's small money. So now that the collateral is there and money is no longer the problem, businesses are opening up. Young entrepreneurs have started doing business. There is so much of them that they are doing business with each other and forming partnerships. I wouldn't say too much because we people is we own enemy. Our people does be our own enemy. But texter, voice noter, I hear you. But like I say, it's a new dawn blowing right now. I don't even want to name some of the businesses involving it because our people could be so nasty. But young people are doing business. And we are supporting each other. And we are funding each other's businesses. Money is no longer our problem because we have. Talk done.
I'm not too sure because I haven't really updated myself with this La Hokita incident. But just outside of the box, right? Okay, it's big numbers, 23 million and whatnot, right? It have people in this country who don't bank their money. When they were changing the $100 bill, they said they turn in hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And said that they don't bank their money, right? They have a reason. Because why? Because the banking system in this country doesn't work for them. The Chinese people come down here, right? They run playway on the side. They take our money. They have up signs stating how much they're paying out to our local lottery board. No police don't run in there and ask them about their money, right? But once it's something for us, they have the same black police and them who's supposed to be in our community, who's supposed to be assisting us. They have them running in at us, right? My police officers, right? Nobody will do my police officers nothing.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Call A Live.
Yeah, Aisha, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just love how you're dealing with everything, Aisha. Very, very, you're just saying it all, you know, and to the brother that call and talk about the where we're going to spend the money, same way I just think, but as you're rightfully correct him, we making a different change one way or the other, and it's a plenty things they cannot see. So
but brother, I supporting your business and you supporting mine. Normal.
That's the own thing. It's not everything you could say.
And the funny thing is we have to hide it from our own people too, you know.
Correct. that's correct, Aisha. That's all I said. You could listen, Brother David, think we is we own enemy. The Bible tell it, you check it out. We is we own downfall. We like to talk too much or whatever. But the children of this 80s and 90s coming up, we don't see it enough. And I like how you correct Mr. Tabaki with all due respect. And I like how you correct the sister that say whatever, and that you say it was going good before without new members, and I just like how you're dealing with it. And it's a sister that call or make a voice message and say, oh, it have a lot of big people in it, that is why they bring back the money. Let us stop thinking like a slave sister. It have no big people in that. It's poor people like me and you will make that 22 million. So let me stop thinking like a slave. It's we, the poor people, that pull the resources and get that 22 million. It's not big people involved that they bring back that. Why we always have to feel like it's big people alone and they contribute all our money. It's we do that. And if we understand the system, find out how DSS do anything, and we can have a show this country that we don't have to go to them other institution and get blank and whatever. We putting the money together and doing we own thing. So I shut down. Love.
Yeah, brother, blessings.
I shut it off, son. You see why it's hard for black people to unite to gain and earn anything? We are our worst enemy. Barataria, I just agree with you on over 95% of the things you speak. But you're making no sense. Why are you fighting on something that's working? If you have something that's working, why fight it down to make it fail? And then talking about what is your interest? What is your interest? Now, if you don't have money to invest Barataria, that way you're feeding left out. We could sell some Polari and raise the money for you to invest. I know you want to be part of it. Come on, man, leave something that's working now.
I am not co-hosting or forcing anybody to say what they're saying. Those are also members that are benefiting. If there is anybody not benefiting or lost their money, the numbers to call is 342-0081, 771-1791 or 466-5391 wide. Call and say so. The lines are open for you. I'm going to go for a break and come right back.
Money at the mission, not a competition, best believe. Never see the positive, we do only the negative. Don't try, bother me. We don't like one of we. Doesn't really make fun of
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
All right, goodly people, we are back. Quarter to the hour of 3 o'clock. I'll continue to take your calls.
I'm not feeling sorry for Gary at all, because remember when the police and them like down the people and them down in Westmore inside when the woman was crossing the road. Up to now we can't hear nothing about that with Gary. Gary, I lost all confidence in Gary long time, because he always saying he's standing by the officers, so now he had to stand by the officer. He tried to lick off the Prime Minister head when he talk nothing about the officers, but he tried to lick off his head on everything. He's standing by who throw his police and them under the bus. Now he looking to throw your own police officers under the bus. Funny, eh? And not only that, it has so much more things happening. Money laundering, billions of dollars disappearing. We ain't even hearing nothing. All we hearing is people have money all in Dubai and this place and that place and wherever and all over the world they have money. We ain't hearing nothing. You come in, you drop email gate. You come in, you drop ganja gate. Now you're running down the SS gate. You ain't see shame on you.
Call you live.
Hello, Aisha.
Hello. You're breaking up, caller. Stay one place, please.
I think what was happening that the people get back the money. I have 2 young grandchildren, 3. I would like that answer because I don't know how long I have to be. It's so fast, all and good and everything.
I hearing you, but you're muffled really, really bad.
I would like to speak to you here, please.
Okay, you want to speak to me off here? Message the text number, so I'll get your number. So text to 771-1791, and I'll get your number. Just say I am the lady and call me.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Caller, you live.
Sister Aisha Welch.
Brother Tabakeith.
Yes. Why I call you? sometimes I don't know what some of the callers is be listening to. When he said you put me in my place and about the elders, you meant no disrespect to nobody. What you was there saying that the new generation finding their own niche, but you pay tremendous respect to the elders who paved the way. And I think that is what you meant. You with me, sister?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yes, so sometimes callers want to be so careful just to rush to call back, to make things what wasn't said and put it in some sort of way to cause some sort of friction. And I know you meant well when you said, the elders, they would have paved the way and the young people carving their own niche. And that is what you meant. So to that caller who call and say, oh, you put Tabakit in the place and about elders, Mr. Gentleman, get Q-tip and clean the wax in your ears. Tabakit out and off.
Tabakit come back with his hand on his hips, yes? But what trouble is this? So let me read some comments. All right, a texter say, good evening, Miss Wells. I'm so proud of you and thank you for letting Mr. Barataria know that. This was designed for black people to help themselves, and right now nobody in running down Dr. Rowley for grants because each one is helping one and we live in. Thanks to your young mind putting in place age people talking rubbish. I am 53 years old and I am not for it. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Hello, Aisha?
Yes.
Aisha is Lenny State where he gone with the 500 million in the feasible facility. Right? And Requilium didn't give no money around the 2 years.
You see we're young. You see where the older folks busy studying? Yeah. All right, Dan. All right, Uncle. Thanks for the info.
What is so disturbing about this is the fact that some people took the last to invest for turnover. Some people seeing a brighter future. The little shop they might have always wanted to open, the saloon, the little second-hand car they might always wanted to buy. Half of them don't have collateral to go to the bank to borrow. And now that they finally getting a financial breakthrough in life, are they trying to stop them? How do you expect the crime to done? How? What they will turn to? Now, I'm not saying what they're doing is right if they turn to crime, but let we be real. This is a financial freedom for them. When last it had a murder in La Hoqueta, the place is cool. And not just La Hoqueta, but environs. How much people taking the little money and investing it in this little place just to see a way forward? Come on, stop fighting the black man. Let it the 1% of God. All you done have what you have already. All you done have what all you have already. Leave us, let us strive.
That's the voice of the youth. You think I telling them to say them thing? I still waiting for people to call and say they lost the money in DSS on the white back.
I'm just feeling my vibes, yeah. I'm just living my life, yeah.
Barataria, there's one time I disagreeing with you. I like you, you just have good contributions. But I find, I'm being honest with you, I find it's like a real fight down in serious. Nah, leave the thing let me see how this thing going to unfold. Nah, man. Give them a chance and let me see how it goes on unfold. Let me see if the brother doing something good. As it stands, I find it's only right that the people get back the money. Come off the people and them back, man, Barataria, man. Nah, you just give nice contributions and we love you. Don't be on that. Can't trust the police. That is why you have to talk about Barataria. Talk about the police and them. They're too crooked. Gary goddamn know that a lot of police invest the money in that. You feel, Gary, you know that? Gary, well.
The man who just left that voicemail, you are wrong. That is old time talk, right? Because I myself just went and spent a few $100 in a black-owned African business and buy an African drum and a handbag for my wife that cost $150. A handmade handbag, an African-style handmade handbag. Not no Michael Kors and Gucci and them stupidness. So we wisen up to a point. You know, so those say black people just go by these Syrian and give them back the money. Them days was long time. We wising up to that point. It has some smarter bunch among the bunch.
So we're getting ready to go for the news in a short while. My countdown is on me. Do I have room for one more voice note before we go? No, I'll read a message. All right, so one of my texters says, great is the DSS. It's about time we fixed our generation, and they can't stop us. Great is the DSS, the person says again. I personally know people, all this drama, and still gathering their monies to join. They can't stop us. Great is the DSS.
System don't want me survive, but we gon' survive, yeah. We live the life we love and yeah, we love the life we live. So we not get away, them haters don't give. Money at the mission, not the competition. Best believe, never see the positive. We do only the negative. Don't try bother we. We freaking we don't like one of we. Doesn't a real girl make fun of me. And I'm stumping my shoulder. Yeah. Just let me say some peace now. Just let me say some peace now.
Sure, good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I think the whole drama surrounding the finance in La Joquita is not good. However, it's good that at least black people could pool the resources. The only thing we need to do now, I believe, is instead of taking those pooled resources to buy consumer goods, cars and vacation trips and so on, we take it and start small businesses with them. So you get your hand, you get your blessing, you get whatever you call, use